You did what you were told to do. You worked hard, you got the degree, maybe you even kept going and earned more than one. You expected the effort to turn into stability, opportunity, and success. But what happens when it doesn't? What happens when you have the education, the experience, and the work ethic, but the doors still do not open the way you thought they would? If you've ever looked at your resume, your degrees, or years of experience and wondered, what happened to the success part of this equation? This video is for you. On paper, you are qualified. You may have the degree, the credentials, the experience, the work history, everything that's supposed to help build a secure career. But when the results do not match the promise, it can leave you feeling disappointed, ashamed, confused, and even like you failed. You may start wondering, did I waste my time? Did I make the wrong choices? Why am I still starting over? Why does my education not seem to be opening the doors I thought it would? Was I wrong to believe hard work would be enough? If you're looking at your credentials right now and wondering why the math did not add up, you are not alone. And more importantly, you are not the problem. Let's talk about what happened when you got the education, but the success part did not show up the way you expected. I understand this feeling because I believe that same promise too. I earned 4 degrees, 2 masters, a bachelor's, and an associate's degree. And I am grateful and thankful for all the knowledge of what I've learned through the process. But I also know what it feels like to look at that education combined with the years of experience in retail, food, service, and the administrative roles and still wonder, why am I starting over again? For a long time, I believed that if I kept working hard, kept learning, kept gaining more experience, and kept doing the responsible thing, eventually the path would line up. There's been seasons where I tied too much of my worth, identity, and status to my education and achievements. So when my career results did not match the expectations, it affected me more than my resume. And when your expectations do not match your reality, it can mess with you how you see yourself. Your degree is something you earned. It is not your entire identity. If success did not come the way you expected, that does not mean you failed. It may mean the path was not simple, fair, and or automatic as you were taught to believe. Many of us were handed a promise that sounded simple. Work hard, get the degree, climb the ladder, success will follow. But real life is not always that clean. The job market changes. Companies change, technology changes, opportunities are not always fair, clear, or automatic. That does not mean your effort has no value. It means your education may not be the finish line. It's just one tool in your inventory. Here is the biggest thing I realized after months of looking at my MBA and my management background and wondering, what went wrong? Your degree is an achievement, but it's not your identity. The market's inability to instantly hand you a job that matches your credentials is a reflection of a broken system, not a broken you. You didn't lose your work ethic, your intelligence, or your leadership skills. I want you to do a degree reality check. Ask yourself these questions. What did my education actually teach me? What skills did I gain beyond the diploma? What problems do I know how to solve? What experience do I have outside the classroom? Where am I waiting for permission instead of using what I already know? How can I apply my education, work experience, and life experience in a different way? The reasons I can look back at the months of sliding down the rabbit hole is because I finally stopped waiting for someone to validate my degrees, knowledge, and experience. I had to learn how to separate my self-worth from my job title. And that's what I want to leave you with today. It is not who you are. That pain comes from a broken contract, not a personal flaw. Your value did not disappear because the job market is difficult, slow, automated, unfair, confusing, or anything else. You are not less intelligent because the results took longer than expected. You are not a failure because the path did not unfold the way you thought it would. Your degree may not have handed you the life you imagined. That does not mean you have nothing to offer. This week, stop looking at your degree as the only proof of what did or did not happen. Write down 3 things your education taught you that you still have value. Then write down 3 things your work and life experience taught you that no classroom could have. Look at both lists together, then ask yourself, where can I use this now? Maybe it's in a different role. Maybe you need to do a career pivot. Is it in your community? Maybe it's through volunteering. Maybe it's a creative project, mentoring someone. Maybe it could be using your experience in a way you never thought of before. The point is not that everyone can become a business owner, a leader, or someone completely different. The point is that your education, experience, and wisdom still have value, even if the path you expected did not fully recognize it. You are more than your degree. Whether your path includes degrees, years of experience, or lessons learned the hard way, the point is still the same. Your value is not limited to whether one system recognizes it, and your story is not over just because success did not show up the way you expected. Thank you.